Hi everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm here to do the new moon in Virgo reading for water signs. So, let's see, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I laid out the cards and I got 2 cards for each sign over here on the side. So let's just take a moment and think about what this Virgo new moon is all about. Friday the 30th. Well, basically this new moon puts extra emphasis on, well, the sign of Virgo. So we're talk about declutter, detoxify, find ways to be healthier physically, mentally, and spiritually. And in doing that, that's like setting the reset button. And also, Virgo can be like perfectionist, so be careful with the judgments. We know it could be interpreted one way and is meant to be another way. So be mindful of your judgments on yourself and on others. This is about finding ways to make space for something good, something healthy. Focus on the good or focus on what can be fixed. So, water signs. This is earth and water go pretty good together. Gets a little muddy, but it works. But look at here. You're starting out with the Ace of Water, the Ace of Cups here. So open up your inner feelings here. Trust your intuition. That's what this is about. This is a new, fresh, emotional start at this Virgo moon. A fresh, emotional start. What are you ready to step into emotionally at this particular time? Well, it's definitely celebratory also. We got the 10 of chalices, the 10 of cups, 10 of water, however, So family and friends, life is joyful. And it looks like here, it's like you're giving thanks. Give thanks for what you have. Give thanks for your family. Give thanks that you have emotional support. Give thanks for the support that you have. Now, this 9 of Pentacles. Now, basically what this is saying is you got to rely on your instincts and your resources and make sure you're being disciplined, which would be a Virgo thing, like getting all your ducks in order, get your money in order, get your house in order, get your food pantry in order, get those things in order. And when you think about it, if you're relying on your own instincts, now even like Pentacles are, material, earth, ground. But with all this emotion, there's maybe some physical things, material things that you are really attached to, that maybe, just give thanks for a lot of the things that you have and be mindful of that. Because this is also saying you're mindful of what you have. And this is also suggesting that you get better at the things, whatever it is that's going on in your material world, find a way to perfect it. And that could be different for everyone. Like I said, it could be just balancing your checkbook. Maybe there's some type of project you want to start working on. Maybe you want to reorganize that closet, the things in their physical world. And with the Virgo, this is definitely the time. Detox, give to others, and don't expect perfection. Actually, this looks really pretty good to me, because with all this emotionally balanced, you have emotional support. Use that emotion, that intuitive emotional intellect, and how can you use it to maintain and bring a little more discipline into your environment. Rhodozite is the crystal that I pulled. Rhodozite is about mighty power. Rhodozite is excellent for removing blockages and for adding vitality to your physical body. It cleanses and activates and powers up all the chakras and harmonizes the etheric body. This crystal encourages the flow of the Kundalini and energy into the cells and the spaces in between. But what this is really about here is living in a healthy, stable environment creates a stable physical body. And this is the earth frequency and is high at this Virgo moon. This is also regarding the earth star, which is 6 inches under your feet, so get grounded. Your solar plexus, your core, your stability. Also, this is about healing the earth, and the timing is autumn. So we are getting ourselves prepared, because what is it? The equinox, solstice, solstice is around September 21st, going into the first day of fall. So we're getting ourselves charged up and ready to go into that phase. We're planting the seeds to be ready to move into that next phase that's coming up. And the tree I pulled here is the alder tree. And it says challenge. Deserved victory can be measured by the obstacles conquered while attempting to succeed. The challenge. What are you using your, what are you going for? What's your challenge? What is the challenge? And it could be anything, because we all have challenges. And at this Virgo moon in particular, I think if we look at things as far as individually, and when I say that, if we look at, say, declutter, detox, like sometimes you think about detoxing your diet. It could be just detoxing your mind. And knowing that you have to do that, and you have 101 things on your plate, people are pulling you here, pulling you there, and I'm just talking about the ebb and flow in life. The challenge is to how do you maintain yourself. That's the challenge. And so every challenge that you conquer is, it's that feather in your cap. So come and face these challenges. That you have the emotional stability, you have the emotional balance and the emotional support to be able to do it at this time. So let's take a look at some of these signs here, because I pulled cards for each sign, okay? So, Cancer. I pulled 2 cards for you. Now, Cancer, this particular Virgo moon is asking you to get away into nature and have some much needed R&R. And being in nature will be restorative to you for your health, and help you to focus or take the focus off your worries. But we all have to be mindful how we watch our words at this time, because we all could be snappier, and stuff happens. We all get that. So that restorative, finding your little sanctuary. Someone else I think had this. Take time out from the world. Spend more time alone. Meditate or go on a retreat. And at Cancer and Cancer rising, you're definitely encouraged at this new moon, this phase, to get into nature. It's going to help balance your health. But when we talk about health, we also talk about mind, body, and spirit. So these are areas that maybe you need to tap into. And then here we have the inner child. The inner child, this is like that heart chakra. This is the heart chakra. Can you see that? Yeah, so it's like you're going to open up your heart and let that inner person out that you don't let out all the time, because, you got to do this, you got to be at work, you got responsibilities, and we can always have reasons why we don't let the inner child out. But pulling this card, it's like each person has within us an aspect of a child, those parts of us that can be vulnerable, misunderstood, unloved, not heard, and those wounded feelings we hold on to as children. So old wounds may be opened, and you may feel trapped and confused. Know that it's time to give your inner child some love and some care. Give her some attention, or him. Whatever's required, know it's a powerful time of healing. Break free from those old restraints. And life can become so serious that we forget to play, create joy, and to have fun. It's time to let your inner child express himself or herself. Just play and be joyful. So Cancer, get out into nature so that you can restore your health. Get out into nature so you can tap into maybe some things that you're holding on to that just needs to break free. Or maybe just get a perspective on how you've been reacting in situations. Is it some old stuff? Because chances are that it is those old programs that we hold on to. And what's good, doing so is going to give you that new, fresh emotional start. And also it's going to confirm that you probably have more emotional support than you maybe realize, or maybe you just took it for granted. And use that so that you can instinctively know how to create in the material world. And also, what I thought was interesting, because you do all that, Cancer, and you can tap into that mighty power, and then you can overcome any challenge. So let's see who's next. That was Cancer, Scorpio. Now Scorpio, at this moon in Virgo, you may have some new allies that you made over, or new allies can be made. And you can find that the tribe speaks to your most dearly cherished beliefs. Put yourself out there to receive, and you may find yourself pleasantly surprised. Create new goals for the next half of the year and work ambitiously to achieve them. So Scorp, we got polarity here. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. So, Scorp, we know you could go deep into those emotions to gain that emotional balance. Looking at both sides of yourself and not look at them as maybe negative. It's just parts of the whole. And and tapping into that polarity. You know, you have support. And use that power to create what you want in your physical and material world. And you definitely popping into some mighty power and to meet that challenge head on. It's the two sides of yourself. Isn't that what we, and here we have the root chakra, your family, your support. That's what this is about? Right here, you have the emotional support of your family. And this is the root chakra. So definitely urge you to get outside, put your feet on the ground, get your feet in the dirt a little bit. You know, and family is a great sense of support. It you know, it's a powerful time for healing any family wounds. It has been understood for thousands of years that we carry through our bloodlines old patterns and karma from those family members who walked before us. Just like some physical issues can be handed down the family line, so can emotional, mental, and spiritual imbalances. There's a big chance that any challenge you are going through at this time could be connected to some family karma. And now this is a powerful time to connect to your ancestors and through the energy of trees. So get outside, get into nature. Take a moment to sit in nature with your favorite tree and open yourself up to hear the whispers of wisdom from your ancestors and the ones who have walked the path before you. And even with this root chakra, you know, cardiovascular exercise is good. Eating a lot of root vegetables, you know, the season, get ready to go, you know, make your pot of stew, vegetable stew. And get some red in there, some beets and stuff. And understand the polarity. Some of that stuff is some of this ancient ties that we have could be pulling you. But the thing is, just embrace it. Embracing both sides of yourself and understanding your family karma. I think this is beautiful because this is going to give you this fresh start at this new moon. A fresh emotional start. That's wonderful. So next, who do we have? We have Pisces. Pisces is the next one here. And Pisces, let's see, for you at this moon in Virgo, you're in luck. The new moon falls in your commitment zone, which could indicate that your relationship, you may be taken to the next level. I urge you to be careful to keep your feet on the ground and make sure that you're being practical and not sacrificing too much. And, innocence. Take time to play, nurture your inner child, live with a childlike sense of wonder. It's nice to have that sense of wonder because that definitely is some emotional balance. And having that child sense of wonder, you see how the parent is right here with the horse? You know you have the emotional support so that you could go out in the world and accomplish what you want to accomplish. So at this moon, Pisces, if you're ready to take a relationship to the next level, make sure that you're being practical and you're not doing all the sacrificing. Inspiration. Oh, isn't this? These cards have been beautiful, honey. So we got some inspiration here. And this is the solar plex chakra, the sacral chakra. And so with all this, Can you see it? I love the way that the sunset. You know, this is, it's time to get inspired and find your passion. What inspires you? What makes you want to get up in the morning? You can inspire people, books, or get inspired through books, people. Or if you're feeling bored and stale, what do you love to do can bring creative inspiration. There's a wave of energy coming forth. Excuse me. So be inspired in living this vibration. Those around you benefit from a state of truly infectious joy, and you start to inspire others. Inspire. Find what inspires you. And once you're inspired, that vibration is just going to ripple through. And everyone's going to feel that energy that you're going to emanate. And tap into that childlike wonderment. Because there's so much. I really think like at this new moon, with the being Virgo, it's really about being practical too. So Pisces, if you tend to be a little dreamy, this is why it is saying be practical, which is very Virgo-ish. Because you're feeling good, your emotions are high, you're feeling that balance. So Spirit wants you to be happy, but Spirit wants you to approach things in a practical manner. At this Virgo moon, Pisces, be very practical. So you guys, I hope you all like this reading. Please like, share, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and remember this is a good time to detox, a good time to give to others, and don't expect perfection. So, water signs, how are you going to meet your challenge at this new moon? What seeds are you going to plant so you can overcome the challenge? All right, you guys, like, share, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. This is Sister Omi. Peace.